Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to take you through building this 20-gallon long paludarium with 2 waterfalls. So starting out with the tank, I marked the size of my waterfalls and I'm cutting them out of foam here. I'm making the foam go all the way up to the top so that I can easily access the pumps for maintenance or anything else that I need if they ever need to be replaced. I'm just making 2 L shapes and putting one at the back of each corner around the aquarium pump, and I'm cutting a small hole in the bottom for inlet, covering it with a sponge, poking a hole for the outlet, and running the tube through that pole. Next up is the hardscape. I'm using 2 pieces of driftwood and I am separating the bottom right hand corner from the rest of the tank for the pool with another piece of wood. I'm just going to lay the tube against the driftwood so that the waterfalls will run down either log. Next up, I am spray foaming the background with black aquarium safe spray foam. This is going to make it all 3D and look nice and pretty, and I'm ripping off the tops of each of these so that the texture is not smooth, but it's rough and matte instead of shiny, and it'll look kind of like lava rock. Here we are testing it for the very first time, and now that it works, it's time to cover the back with black aquarium safe silicone. I'm just going to smear it all over the foam, and this is actually from a different tank, but the process is the same. And I'm going to cover that aquarium silicone with coconut fiber. Next is the substrate. For substrate, I'm using a mix of aquarium soil, coconut fiber, and sphagnum moss. This will retain moisture and it's inert, so it's not going to mold or rot in the sections that are underwater, and it has nutrients for the plants. Once the background and the substrate was done, I tested the waterfalls one more time and made sure that they flow into the pool well and everything looks good, and then it was time for planting. I used a lot of plants for this, including white vein Fittonia, creeping fig, and oat leaf creeping fig in the background, pink tradescantia, pothos, moss, and some hydrocotyl species, as well as aquarium plants like baby tears. Here is the tank after initial planting, and I will also show you what it looked like after it had grown in for a couple months and then 6 months. Here it is a couple months later. You can see the creeping fig has taken over the back wall. Here is some baby tears growing in a really nice carpet with the hydrocotyl, and the moss, it's grown up on both of the sticks for the waterfalls, which I really like. I planted some bucephalandra under the water, which made a really nice green aquatic area. And you can see that the roots from the pothos and other terrestrial plants have grown into it as well. So really happy with how this tank turned out, really happy with the small details and all the different plants and colors we have in here. And I think it's going to be a really great home for some amphibians. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you enjoyed it, and make sure to stay tuned for some more content. I've got some really exciting builds that I just did that I'm proud of.